Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. In today's video I'm going to be talking about my absolute best candle making tools. I have been making candle for a while, and some of these things just work really awesome, and some of them I'm still looking for a replacement that will work really great, and I'll mention one of those things that I'm really looking for a replacement for. Yeah, just in case you guys have an idea what I can replace with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump into the video and show you guys the items. It's not a lot of things, so this video should be pretty quick. So the first item is gonna be a wig trimmer. So I got this wig trimmer on Amazon. I have been seeing complaints in the Facebook group that I am part of that some wig trimmers don't work great. This one worked great. I got it on Amazon. I'll be sure to leave the link. It worked pretty awesome and I like it. It gets the job done. So I really like this for trimming my wigs. The next item is this jar from Dollar Store. It comes in 4 in a pack. This is what I use to measure my fragrance oil. It gets the job done. I actually got a bottle at some point, but I couldn't dip my hand in and wipe it, but this worked great because I can just wipe it with a paper towel and then use alcohol to wipe and use for the next scent. It's very convenient and it's quicker. If the quantity of the scent can fit into this thing, I just use the bigger one, which is this one. I have, if you have watched one of my videos, I have one that is bigger than this. I recently found this one and I decided to get them, and they work pretty well and they are not as huge as the other one, so I prefer this one to those ones, even though they work great. And the oils don't seep through this. That's one thing. So you can measure the oils down and then prep and then do all of that before you start making your candle. They work pretty well and they are just $1. And this one I think also come in 4 per pack. Another thing from the Dollar Store is this labels here. Hope you can see it. So I'm just going to read to you what it is. It's a file folder labels, and it's like a straight label that I usually use to label my item, especially when I'm testing a new scent. I usually label them with whatever is inside, so to keep track of everything that I'm doing, and it works pretty well. The next item have a bit of wax on it because I just took it out from my wax container, and it's this thing. I don't even know what it's called. I think they are called scrapers. I really don't know what it's called. Oh, I think it's called scraper. Yeah, I think so. I got this from the Dollar Tree as well. I have a smaller one that is more slimmer than this that I also have in one of my wax containers, and this helped me to cut my wax. So I just go like this. If the wax is harder like the one I use for my wax melt, I just go like this and just dip a hole inside and just turn it and then it crack. So yeah, it works pretty awesome and it's just $1. So I have a bunch of this laying all over in the wax containers. The next item is silicone molds. So I have a couple of these laying around. So usually when I'm testing a new scent for wax melt, I do them in the mold so I don't go wasting clamshells trying to test a wax melt. Wax melts are not really like candles. You don't really have to test them in the jar that you are selling them in. So I just do them here. So it's easy. I can just pop it out and test it and see how I feel about it. So this is what I usually use when I'm testing my wax melts. Next on the list are this. I mentioned it in one of my videos. This, if you need a wig clipper, something to stable your wig, something to hold your wig after pouring your candle, you need this thing in your life. And 30 of this cost like $7, and you can just get plenty. This thing does wonders. I think it's called paper clip, and this is just how it looks like. So when you use it to hold your wig, you press and then you get like a snap and then you click. See, did you hear that? Hopefully it got that sound. So that's just what it is. I really like it and I like the way it works, and it's also affordable as well. And the next item is this pouring pitcher. This is a very small one. I made a mistake. I went to TJ Maxx with my dad. I bought one earlier, which is a bigger one that is on my table. And then I went to TJ Maxx with my dad and I wanted to pick this. We were not staying in the store, we wanted to get out quick, so I picked up the tiny one, which is something that maybe when I'm testing a wax melt I'll use. But anywho, this works really great when you're pouring wax melt. It pour just where you want it to pour. This is the most precise thing I have used. If you've watched my wax melt video, I did say that I like the rubber Pyrex, I believe that's what it's called, pitcher, but I like this better. This, it is precise, unless you mess up and then you over pour and then you spill, which I do sometimes. This is very, very precise. And I ordered one coming from Kendall, so I believe that one is a £1 one. It's around a little less than $5. This one is $4.50 from TJ Maxx. If you can find it on TJ Maxx, it's probably on Amazon. I'll probably leave the Amazon link in the description. Next item is the pipette. So this is a 3 ml pipette that I got from Amazon. It's very affordable. You get a bunch of them laying around. I didn't really get this for Kendall. I would dabble into making lip gloss a little while, so I had this laying around, so I was like, let me just use it for making candles. So when I'm trying to pour fragrance oil and then like I'm trying to be precise, maybe when it's getting closer to the amount that I want, I use this to just dip in and get the fragrance oil so I don't over pour. If I'm pouring, especially with the candle science containers, they don't come with a little tip to pour, so you can tend to make a spill. I dip this in and try to pour, or like kind of hold this to guide the oil into the container. So yeah, this works great. The last item is my heat gun. So I like this, it works good. I usually don't use this to retouch my candles because I never had to. I haven't had the need to do that, to like retouch my candle to get a smooth surface. The wax I use pretty much give me a smooth surface, but what I use this for is when I'm testing a candle and it tunnels, the wick tunnels, I go in. I usually do wickless testing, even if I put wick inside before I'm testing and then it tunnels, I go in with this and then try to level the surface so I can use a new wick in the jar. So like the wick will just start like I'm burning like a new candle. So that's what I do. I have been having fun with this. I like doing it and leveling my candle and all of that. So the next item that I like is this scale. It's like a pocket scale. It's very tiny. It's accurate for measuring smaller quantities and even larger quantity, but if it is like too large, I tend to use something else, but it gets the job done. It works pretty well. Now onto the item that I don't so much like, but I still use it. I'm trying to find one that will replace it, but I haven't yet. I just didn't want to be buying thermometers and buying them and whatever. So it's thermometers, you guys. This sometimes I feel weird about it. I'm not sure if it's not giving an accurate measurement, but this also just measure the surface of whatever you're measuring. It's not really measuring like the whole temperature, which I don't have a problem with. But sometimes I check with this thermometer and then they give me 2 different numbers, so I'm like, okay, what's up? And this one works okay as well. It just takes forever to read. Like when I take it out from like the Presto pot and then I dip it into my pouring pitcher, it's like it takes a while to get to the exact number. I just want something that gives me like I show it. I really would like this, but I don't know, it just works a little weird. So it's like I have a love-hate relationship with this too. If you have any suggestion, leave it in the comments. I really appreciate that. The next item that I like is of course my Presto pot, but it is not here. It is on my table. I can carry it. That is amazing, you guys. If you don't have a Presto pot, get it. Even if you're starting, get a small pistol pot. It's less than $30. I believe it's even less than $20 if I'm not lying. Get a small one. You don't have to modify it. I haven't modified mine. I still use a ladle. Okay, so if you're starting and you're creating badges, just get a pistol pot. It works wonders. It will save you a lot of time than using the double boiler method. But if you're in the testing phase, then maybe use a double boiler method. But yeah, if you start on a small scale, just get a presto. That's it for this video. It might be a little boring, but I just want to show you guys the items that were great for me, just in case you want to buy it, especially this wig clipper. If you don't buy anything from this video, get this wig clipper. It's the best thing. It will change your whole candle making experience, trust me. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any video suggestion, leave it in the comments and I'll get to it. And also, if you have any question, leave that in the comments as well. And if you want to support my business, I have a link and a coupon code in the description, so you can shop from my website. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. So until then, stay blessed and beautiful.